What's going on YouTube? It's Tyler from Mission VR, where it's my mission to bring you guys good quality VR content. So today we are going to be talking about the much hyped Oculus Quest 2 and really what this headset is going to do for the VR market. We're going to be going over the specs of the headset, all the different comparisons to other headsets, and really, is this headset going to be the future of virtual reality? And if so, how so? So we're going to be talking about all that in this video. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I just hit 400 subscribers. I'm really excited about it. This thing's only going up from here, and I cannot wait to continue to bring you guys great VR related content in the future. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and let's go ahead and hop on into this video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the specs and what this headset looks like on paper. And quite frankly, on paper, it looks pretty good. And, you know, that is coming from somebody who is not really a huge supporter of Quest in general. I honestly, I felt that the Oculus Quest was not the future direction of VR. I thought that, you know, quite honestly, I wasn't a big fan. I think PC VR is far, far better, and, you know, you just get better graphics and better games all together with it. And, I thought Oculus Quest kind of was just a ripoff of, arcadey VR experiences that doesn't show people the real, true power of virtual reality gaming. Well, this headset's going to change my mind on that, at least based off of the specifications of it, and the fact that Oculus has released the link cable, which does allow you to play with a gaming-ready PC, full PC VR games, which I think was a step in the right direction for them, and I'm glad that they didn't cheap out and make you have to buy two headsets. I know people that own a Rift S aren't thrilled, but that might be one of the trade-offs for this getting us into the next level and next stages of VR. And right now, this headset does have an impressive resolution, and I think that's really the biggest upgrade of this headset. Is the resolution is far better than even a Rift S, and that's something that, is pretty cool for a standalone headset that only costs $299 for the 64GB version. And each of the eyes boast an impressive 1832 by 1920 pixels per eye, which is far better than the Rift S and the Oculus Rift CV1, which is actually the headset that I still use. The Oculus Rift S is a 1280 x 1440 per eye, and the Oculus Rift CV1 has a 1080 x 1200 per eye pixelation and resolution. So this is impressive. This headset alone, for being a hybrid, standalone headset, has a really impressive resolution to it. And on top of that, obviously the upgrades from the Quest 1 would include that the microchip is a far better Snapdragon Qualcomm XR2 chip, which is far better than the Quest 1, and it has a RAM upgrade of 6GB compared to the 4GB of RAM. The LCD panels, which is a really nice feature, and it does offer the 90Hz refresh rate. Even though some of the games currently right now are not built for that, they will be in the future, which is going to help both for PC VR crossplay and just Quest standalone games. But really the big thing about this headset is the price. I mean, at $299 to get a headset that really in resolution is only second to the HP Reverb, which is a newer headset on the market. You get the touch controllers, you have inside-out tracking, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is getting better and better, and you do get native hand tracking with it, and it looks pretty cool. Honestly, this headset has a lot of things on paper that I've got going for it, and I think that as the future unfolds, we're going to see really how that plays out in the full market. So is Oculus Quest 2 the future of virtual reality? Is this where all major VR players are going to be headed in the future to pick up a wireless standalone VR headset? And my answer to that question is, I don't think so. And the reason for that is because the standalone market is a good one, but it's filled with a ton of arcadey-like games, and only some full games are starting to get around to it, but the full games that do get around to it have to significantly make major changes to the way their graphics in their game run based on the headset that they're preparing it for. And I think that's important, and when we take a look at Onward's most recent update, they had to significantly change the whole graphics engine just to accommodate the Quest, which I understand because you're capturing a large market and it keeps the player base very fresh. So if the technology can continue to upgrade in these wireless VR headsets, then absolutely I think it'll be a great cross-play feature, and it's going to keep a lot of people in the VR space. What I do think this headset's going to do for the VR community at large, though, is it's going to get a lot of players invested into VR early. And this headset, with the specs being as good as they are, you're not going to have somebody pick it up and say, oh, it looks pretty cool, but you know, the graphics still have a long way to go, this or that has a long way to go. This is going to get you a fully immersive experience right out of the gate. And I think the biggest factor in all of this is the price point. I mean, at $299 to pick up a headset without having to get a gaming PC, say you're a console player, you're somebody that's really, just an enthusiast, and you're like, I really want VR, but I don't want to have to buy a gaming PC and all this stuff. This is going to be an absolutely amazing thing for you because it's not that expensive, and you're going to be able to play anywhere that you have space available in your house. Now, those of us that are really into gaming, all of our gaming PCs are pretty much, at least definitely on my channel, everyone's got a gaming ready, VR ready PC, and almost every modern gaming PC now is going to be VR ready just because there are a significant amount of VR players and the market is growing significantly, plus just what the current graphics cards and everything are holding. So yes, I do think the Oculus Quest 2 is going to be an important headset because I think it's going to bring a lot of people to the VR market and it's going to get them excited. On top of that, if they're already a PC gamer, they'll have the ability to link their headset up to the PC and be able to play PC VR games, which is going to blow their mind because the Oculus Quest standalone games are absolutely nowhere close what it's like to play a PC VR game, and we all know that. So that's going to be an interesting feature of this headset. Do I think this headset is the future of all virtual reality? I do not, and that is because it dies. And quite frankly, I mean, there's times where I'm playing games for longer than 2 hours and I don't want to have to sit there and wait for my headset to recharge. And yes, they offer accessories like a battery pack that helps that out, but still, even at 4 or 5 hours, like, I don't want to have to take my headset off and plug it in and have to go wait an hour or two for it to charge if I want to hop back in, or if I want to hop off, go grab dinner, maybe do something and then hop back on. I don't want to have to wait for my headset to recharge, and I think that that's going to be a major drawback. Also, I'm still not a huge fan of inside-out tracking. I understand that it removes the need for sensors, external sensors, and that to a lot of people is a nice thing, and it definitely helps save on price, but inside-out tracking, you get a lot of issues where your hands disappear into play space, which I just feel like breaks immersion a little bit. It's a minor thing, and honestly, it's probably more of a personal thing than anything. But I do feel that this headset is a stepping stone for the future of virtual reality because it's going to show that a standalone headset has the ability to have this type of resolution and all these features that are going for it and still be at the price point of $299, which is going to drive every other major VR market player to bring their price down, which I think is super important. I mean, we're looking at the Valve Index, which is widely regarded as probably the best VR headset on the market right now, and it's still $1,000. And to some people, that's a lot of money. And quite frankly, it is. It's a lot of money to buy into VR, on top of having to have a PC that is ready and capable of handling it and having a play space and all these other external factors. I think the Oculus Quest 2 is definitely going to help a lot of people get into the VR market. That being said, though, I still do think that PC VR and full-blown VR like that is going to be the future, and that's just because, I mean, we're getting this headset right now. There hasn't been really any major VR headset releases. The HP Reverb is a good headset, but it's also their first go at a gaming headset where I think that, we get up to the Valve Index 2, and the Valve Index 2 is probably going to be completely and absolutely revolutionary in the VR market. So I definitely think this is a great headset, and if you're looking for an immediate upgrade, this is going to be the way to go. So my final thoughts on this headset are, if you are in need of a new VR headset in the worst way and you want to be able to just hop in and you're okay with connecting it up to your PC and having a battery life and you really want that crystal clear image, then this is going to be the headset for you. It's inexpensive, it's a great way to get into VR, and honestly, if you have a gaming ready PC and you're not going to plan on playing for longer than 2 or 3 hours at a time, this is going to be your best bet. However, if you are a hardcore VR gamer or you're really into VR already, I would stay away from this and I would stick with traditional PC VR just because we know it's tested and it's ready to go, and you really can't go wrong with even an Oculus Rift CV1, which is what I'm still using, and I've been using it for years now and I love it, and I don't plan on upgrading until I have enough money for a Valve Index. So That being said, I do feel that this headset is going to bring a ton of new players into VR, which is going to be great for games with lower populations that you can always find people to play with in some of these multiplayer atmospheres. As well as, this is going to do amazing things for the VR market as a whole because it's pushing the boundary of virtual reality, as well as it's going to make some of these other manufacturers bring their price points down to match what Oculus has going for it. Because let's face it, not everybody wants to drop $1,000 to get into virtual reality. A lot of people are going to pick this up because of the price point of it, and I think that if going forward for competitors, they're going to have to find a way to bring their price down but keep the immersion and keep the specs of their headset at an all-time revolutionary level. And I think that that's going to be a wonderful thing for VR as a whole. Competition is always a good thing, and it's going to create, you know, price differences that are going to allow for players to get what they want at a reasonable price. Well guys, that's it for this video. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you had some valuable information here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm bringing a ton of VR content, and I'm hoping that some of this content is helping you guys make informed decisions about VR or VR games in general, and I'm enjoying doing it while doing so. So please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.